Hey everybody. So it's been a little bit since I did a drive along video, and I'm going through a different part of Texas that I haven't gone through all that much, and so I think it'd be kind of fun to do a little bit of a driving video. I'm going toward, actually I don't even know, but yeah, not going down 35 all the way down to the valley like I normally do. So a different way, something different. I actually quite like that, which is part of the reason why I want to go OTR. Doing the dedicated stuff, I absolutely love it, but going down the same roads all the time can get really, really boring. Except the fact that I know where all the good food is at. So there's always that. So I don't know if any of you guys have been kind of watching the two videos that I just kind of did on my financial freedom. Hopefully you guys are gonna like that series, but I'm not going to flood this video here with all of that. But I do want to point out that I've had some people message me saying, well, why am I doing other things when my channel is about trucking? And the one thing I want to kind of like let you guys all know, even though I do a lot of trucking videos, my channel is not just about trucking. It's about me and what I'm doing and me kind of like navigating through life. So with that information, let's actually kind of talk about it. 79 towards Round Rock. Oh, that doesn't really help. There is 279s. I believe I just need to stay on 79, not 79 business. So let's stay on 79. Yeah, alright. That was the right decision. We had to stay on 79 and not 79 business, but that was not very well, a very good set of instructions. So now that we will have a little bit, at least on this road, let's kind of talk about where I've been in my life so far and kind of where I'm at right now. Give a little bit of a backstory, a little bit of history on me. If you don't want to watch some of my really old videos, well, here we go. I started YouTube and doing YouTube videos back when I was a teenager. Those videos were recorded with a potato. They were bad. They were really bad. I deleted a lot of those ones, thankfully. But that was going through the stages of me being very into computers, programming, and actually hacking. Didn't really do hacking for too long. Kind of got bored with that, and I moved into doing programming, and had gotten involved with Ubuntu. Back when it was Compass Fusion, before it went to Unity, and I worked with Unity for a little bit before I kind of, you know, fell off on the face of the earth with that. But I actually led a team of programmers, the Northeast Texas, through Ubuntu, which sounds like a really big deal, but it really wasn't, because Ubuntu is open source distro with programming, so it was not paid, and it was just more or less something fun that I was doing in my teenage years to like 18, 19 when I kind of quit doing that. And the reason why I quit doing that was I actually had a small business doing like landscaping, and I think I sold that when I was like 17, 18 years old. I did not just regular like mowing your yard, but I put in ponds, brickwork, concrete work. I did all kinds of things. And no, I had no idea what I was doing. I use YouTube research, and I have the attitude of, well, I'm gonna try it, and not charge a lot, because then if you don't like it, hopefully, yeah, anyway. I ended up selling that business, made a little bit of money on it, which was great. And then didn't really do much when I was like 18, 19. I was just kind of like doing my own thing. And then I went and worked with my dad. So my dad was actually working for power plant companies. He did some of the disaster relief out in Louisiana when the hurricane hit there. Doing major infrastructure, pipe fitting, pipe fitter, if you guys know what that is. Some of you guys may, maybe not, who knows. But think of it like this. It's a plumber on steroids. So, you know, a plumber works on PVC piping, small copper pipes, and sometimes iron pipes and whatnot like that. Where a pipe fitter, you know, you're working on pipes that could be like yo thick, just the wall itself, not counting everything else or the size. So yeah, pipe fitter and pipe fitting is very, very interesting. He did that for a while. And if you guys want more history on my dad, I could definitely give it to you. I think he was a really cool guy and somebody I really truly looked up to. But he has passed away from cancer. For some of my long-term viewers will know that. And that was a really bad time in my life. We'll kind of brush over that going through some of my history here. So I worked with him for, you know, a year or so. I learned a lot from him. Some really good life lessons. And working with my dad, I saw another side of him, other than just my father. And there's things there that I will forever cherish. And if you ever have the ability to work with one of your parents, honestly, guys, it can be a beautiful thing. I have memories that I will never forget from that. Some funny, some sad, and some everywhere in between. So I'm very grateful I was able to work with him and kind of get that aspect of things. But then I went and I did a nuclear power plant by myself. My father didn't go to that job. He was on a different one. I went to that nuclear power plant in Glen Rose, Texas. I was like 20, 21, something like that. And I actually had to pass a top secret government clearance through the DOD because it was nuclear, and that's underneath the Department of Defense, military, security, blueprints, and a lot of stuff. So, you know, you have to get tested to make sure you're not psychotic, make sure there's so much to that, and there's like a whole training regimen that you got to do too, to make sure that you know what you're doing and not going to screw up. That was very interesting, and I actually quite loved that. I did that job for like a year. I'm trying to remember what retrofit number it was. It was not a build up from, you know, the ground or anything like that, but it was a refueling, and I forgot the number. I'll see if I can look it up. But it was really cool. I got to work out there, got to work around radiation, nuclear, and my physics and mathematics side of me, science side of me was really tickled with that. And I have since learned so much about that just because I love to learn new things. And once I got laid off from that job, once the job was done, I went back, moved back home. I was trying to get onto another job, and so I didn't get an apartment or anything like that, even though I had more than enough money. Mind you, I was making like $30 an hour back then, and like 27, 28, something like that. Don't quote me, but it was something like that. It was killer money though. Especially for how old I was. So I had a lot of money in the bank, and I was trying to get onto another job, but at the time that the economy kind of took a little bit of a downturn, and there was not really that many jobs that were out there that were going to pay me what I wanted, and I wasn't going to go do it for no like low wages. So I just kind of started working for myself to make beer money. And a long story short, that beer money ended up not being beer money, and I ended up actually making a very successful business. And I ran that for like 6, 7 something years, something like that. I ran it for quite a long time, and my dad was helping me do the books, and I made a lot of mistakes, a lot of them. Some of them I'm definitely going to try to make sure I don't repeat again. But in 2014, actually let's back up a little bit. 2013, I had hired a friend. We're just gonna say his first name, Kevin. I don't know if I'll drop his last name or not, but he stole about $150 some odd $1,000 from me. And honestly, it was probably a lot more than that. I just quit counting. I mean, I got kind of pissed off and just quit counting. If you really want to do some research, you could probably find it. The information on that on the internet, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I quit counting out 150,000, and so I let go of some of my other employees that at the time I had like 8 of them, 8, 10 employees, whatever. I had 2 warehouses, and I was running several trucks. Kind of pulled back a little bit, and I was working at getting another warehouse, and yeah, so moving back into 2014, I suffered a spinal cord injury, and I didn't have medical health insurance because I was making decent money back then, and I was like, you know what, if I ever got sick, I could just afford to go to the doctor and pay a doctor bill, right? Yeah, no, spine surgery is not cheap, and I had to have 5 of those, and still to this day my back is royally fucked, and it will never be right again. So 2014 and 2015 was a lot of surgery, recovery, therapy, me on heavy medications. And it was around 2015, 2016, I started to get better. My father was, helping me. He had actually moved back home instead of being over the road. And he was there for me 110%. And then my father gets diagnosed with cancer. So talk about tables turning. I now have to start trying to take care of him. About a year later after his diagnosis, because his health really started to go downhill then. Cancer's really kind of, yeah. Anyway, I had to sell off a lot of my company. Went back to actually working for somebody again. And I was actually doing repo. I've done repo off and on throughout my life, but went back to doing repo. Ended up quitting my job one night because my boss wouldn't let me go to the hospital to go check my dad, because my dad's health was doing quite bad. So I told them where they could go find their truck, and they could basically go fuck off. Maybe not the smartest decision on my part, because I really kind of need the money, but you know what, my father meant more than me at the time, and he still does, so you know what, fuck that job. Ended up selling off more of my companies, selling off equipment to cover expenses, and when it was all said and done, he passed away. The cancer was just not survivable. It had a really high death rate. It was a bladder cancer. A little bit more information than what I've gone in the past, but it was bladder cancer. And So that kind of goes back to before I joined with Swift, and these videos you can still find. I haven't removed them, but before I joined Swift, I sold everything else that I had, and I was over $60,000 in debt. I was getting really close to lose my house. I mean, just so much. And then there was a video. I'm in Lancaster, Texas, at the hotel that Swift uses. It's the Days Inn right there in Lancaster off 35, with a Waffle House right across the street. So I was there, and I made a video, and I was like, you know what, guys, I'm broke. I don't know if I said how broke I was, but I was so broke I couldn't even afford a McDonald's sandwich. I was broke, y'all. It was really bad. And so I decided to join Swift. And as some of you guys may know, I didn't go through the Swift school. I had gotten my license on my own. I rented a truck for $600. Put that on my credit card because I didn't have any money. So yeah, that went on my credit card. Got my license, but that allowed me to kind of short circuit the whole, month-long deal in school. And I was still working off and on, trying to make money where I could. I actually got robbed of $3,000. I was selling some laptops, got robbed. That's another story for another day. But yeah, ended up at Swift. Was only going to work for Swift for like 3 to 6 months, and then I was going to go to another company. It's been 4 years, almost 3-4 years, something like that, and I'm still here at Swift. And I just started to document my time at Swift. The one thing, when I had my own company, a lot of people thought that I had a rich daddy mommy that got me everything that I had in my company. And that was not the case. And if there's one thing that my videos can do, is to show that you can make it with a lot of hard work and dedication, then that's what I want to show, So my YouTube channel is not about trucking. It's about my journey through life. And I don't want to say I don't care if people don't watch my content, but I was doing videos back when nobody was watching my content. I do videos because it's fun, but I think it's really awesome when other people watch my videos and they really enjoy them. And I've met some fans all over the US due to my trucking videos, and that's really awesome. I love that. I think it's really cool. So, I hope I don't lose a lot of you guys as subscribers as I start to move into doing other type of videos and kind of moving forward with my life's plan. Because I don't see myself trucking for the next 10 years. Especially with my back injury, which is kind of why I went in a little detail there. It really does a number on my back, which is why I have, upgraded seats that are medical requirement through Swift. And they help a lot. But that doesn't change the fact that my back is still really kind of like toast. And we're actually going to be coming up on our store here in a minute, so we'll have a backing video in the end. So yeah, and I love all the comments. I do read every single comment. I don't always get a chance to reply to them all. I try to. And then I also have the Facebook, and I do reply to all my messages, comments on there, and as well as my email. But as my channel starts getting bigger, as I did just cross 9,000 subscribers, that may become harder and harder, but I'm trying to work on different avenues I can do to make that easier, to really have that, to be in touch with my viewers, okay? Because you guys are the ones who make my channel. And I want to make sure you guys like the content that I do, and I keep you guys, you know, like in the loop. I don't remember this store. I don't know which way to go in or anything, so that's kind of cool. I know I've been here. I just don't know this store. It's on 290. Oh, I think I know. I think I know this one now. Hold up. If it is, we'll have a little bit of fun, because why not? And oh, that's the other thing. I've had some people say in some of my backing videos that I've done that they were, damn it. I've had some people say that in my backing videos that they were edited. Come on, ma'am. You're good. That my videos were edited, that they're not a true statement of a Swift driver backing up. I find that hilarious. This video is, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes long. We're gonna go to the store and I don't know, if it is the store that I think it is, I can do some pretty cool things, just because I would have a little bit of space to have some fun. Oh. And man, it's getting kind of warm in here. I got the AC on full blast, but that's not cold. I've been having a problem with the AC in this truck. It's been in the shop 2 times for it now in the last 2 weeks or so. And it may have to go back in the shop again. And it only has 43,000 miles on it. That's starting to get annoying. It's calling for AC too. I think I might know what's wrong with it. The compressor's not spinning. We'll take a look at that. Or I don't know if we will. I don't know I will. But yeah. Let's get over to this Walmart. So, you know, in short, my journey with YouTube is a journey of my life. And I want to show my mistakes. I want to show my wins, my failures. I kind of show everything. I've had some of my friends who think I'm stupid for that, because I don't hold back a lot. Like I've said, I've shown my pay stubs and all that. In my financial freedom video, I talked about my tax return, and a little bit about my taxes. And I might go into more detail with that. I don't know yet. But I don't know. That's just me. I'm very straightforward, and I kind of give everything. Yeah. Oh, and in the comment section, just curious, I have been on a TV show before. Over 1 episode, in 1 season. Same show. Now, I was only on the screen once, actually twice. But I was in that series for several episodes in that season. Who knows what show that is and why? I have not shared that bit of information, just as a little teaser. It is the one I think it is. All right, so look, we're gonna do the world's worst setup because, well, I can. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in that dock right there. So we're gonna come over this way. and set up like this. Now, I actually do this on my to my students a lot, and this is what I call left side of the dock. So the dock is on the left side of me. So there's a motorcycle right there and a truck, so just need to make sure we stay away from that, but we got plenty of room. So all I'm going to start doing is kicking the nose slightly to the right and chase that around. Right? Yeah, that guy is so confused as to what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to do it without backing up or pulling forward. Oh, I might have missed it. I gotta bring it hard back over this way. So I'm gonna bring it back to the left. Hopefully not overshooting it. I'm not overshooting it. Perfect. Bring it back. Line it up with the dock. You know what? That's actually good enough for government work, but I'm picky. I want to just straighten it out just a little bit. I was on that metal plate, which is what you want to aim for, but I was on the other side. And you know what? I'm kind of picky. I want to get it just right. So one pull up from around the building, neutral, allow this to slowly roll back. And there we go. That's all she wrote. So, do I recommend doing that? No. That was just me showing off a little bit. I know I have the room to do that here. And I always try to explain to my students, I'm like, look, it doesn't matter how far to the left of the dock that you are, but if you're left of it and with proper line work and angle work, you can get into your dock. Always remain to the left of it though. And I didn't really like go into a whole lot of detail here kind of explaining that, but whenever I get a student that would let me record everything, I can explain it so much easier. But let me see some of you guys try to do that smoothly. And I did pull up once. I really didn't need to. I was nitpicking. But you know what? That's it. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, rate, and subscribe. Let's get off to 10,000 subscribers, as I will be giving away 10 ounces of pure silver. So yeah, stay tuned. Have a good one. Subscribe. Next video. Boop, boop, boop.